Welcome back to another episode on the Coffee with Craner show. Today I have Hope Monaco joining me. She is the owner of the Local Plant Eater blog right on Instagram. So she's going to be joining in a couple minutes here. She's also a Biz X Magazine blogger. So she takes pride in that and writes a bunch of articles in there a week talking about food, healthy eating. She's also a certified yoga teacher. So that's amazing and incredible that she's going to be joining us here in just a minute to talk about how we can be healthier, how we can have a better diet. What are some tips and tricks? So in a second here, I'm just going to let her in. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
How is everything in quarantine going?
It's good. I'm keeping busy. Small things are keeping me busy. How about you?
Good. Yeah, it's small things, just going for walks and bike rides to stay active. It's
Good.
definitely takes your mind off of things for sure.
It's so nice out, so it was a good day for that.
Exactly. So thanks for joining me. And today's topic is all about how we can better our health with the power of food. You're doing great things on your Local Plant Eater blog. So I think that a lot of people watching today will be able to take a couple things home. Yeah, thanks for joining. And I kind of wanted to start it off where how did you start your journey on a plant-based diet? How did this all begin?
Sure. So I was a vegetarian for the 6 months too. And then when I heard about the vegan diet, I was just kind of like, oh, this is interesting. Like I kind of wanted to challenge myself. So that's kind of where it started. And I went from there. So it was
Yeah,
about 3.5 years ago, coming to a half years, yeah, of being vegan.
yes, I forgot to mention that. I mean, you've been on the diet for a while or it's not even a diet. I would say it's just a
Yeah.
lifestyle now, right? So you've been on it for a while and it's great that you're keeping it going and it seems like it's helping you a lot. So why did you choose to go on a plant-based diet?
So I chose to go on a plant-based diet. It's kind of an interesting story. So it was grade 12 environmental studies class, and I had to do a project on like an environmental issue. So I just picked animal agriculture. I'm like, this sounds interesting, like animal farming. I'll just like do that. And then I ended up finding out so much information about it. And I had such a large green thumb at the time, like very environmentally friendly. So
Hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, when I found out how much it affects the environment and like how my food was being made, I just didn't feel like it was morally right of me to be like eating meat and eating things that are affecting the environment so much. And then I just did more research and I found out like health benefits about foods and everything, and I just wanted all of that. So I just kind of switched to that immediately.
Yeah. And if people are watching, make sure to check out Hope's page, Local Plant Eater. She's doing some really cool things on there. I mean, the food looks delicious.
Thank
What
you.
people that are going to follow it, what can they see on your page? What are some things that they'll be able to see?
You're gonna see a lot of smoothie bowls, and I try to take a lot of fruit and vegetables and just kind of make them fun. Like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like eating fruits and vegetables. Like people think that vegans just eat like salad. Like I don't like to just eat salad, but I mean if you're eating salad and you're putting like beans in it, you're putting like almonds and like you're making it fun, then I want to eat it. So I mean on my page you'll see some, hopefully you'll think it's interesting, some interesting recipes incorporating veggies and all good things. So
Perfect. Anyone watching, go check her page out, give her a follow. So this kind of leads into our next question. What has been a major struggle for you when you were transitioning to this extremely healthy lifestyle, and how were some ways you coped or overcame it?
sure. So, one of my biggest struggles has been, I would say, just comments that I receive from outsiders. So, people that don't understand the diet or they've never really done research on it. I get asked the question a lot, like, where do you get your protein from? And it's almost like questions that are like, it's almost debatable, like, to argue about it. And I don't like to argue or fight or anything. And I guess the biggest struggle has been just like comments I receive, and I just have to say, like, oh, well, like, okay, if you're not into it or you don't like it, it's okay. Like I
Mhm.
like this, and this is what makes me feel good. There hasn't been many struggles. I mean, I did eat a lot of fruits and vegetables before, so I mean, like I haven't had many problems with it other than just like sometimes comments I receive from people, but yeah.
Yeah. So you were kind of already eating healthy like on that plant-based diet before you began, so it wasn't too big of a transition.
Yeah, basically.
And it looks like Megan says 5 years vegan, and the hardest part in the beginning was
Yeah.
other people's opinions. So
Yeah.
people
Like
definitely relate with that.
it's the question. The question is where to get your protein from. Or like, oh, like you're gonna eat meat soon, or don't worry. Or like, oh, it tastes so good. Like it's okay. Like if that's what you think. Like it's just
Yeah.
yeah. So
What for people that are looking to transition to a healthier lifestyle? What are some things that they might be challenged with that you can think of?
that they'd be challenged with like outsider comments, and then just the mindset of like, I have to eat healthy. That means I'm eating celery and
Hmm.
like lettuce, and like I can't eat the things I still want. You can definitely still eat the things that you love, and I would say just modify or just trying to like change it. So for example, like if you want to eat like ice cream, make a smoothie bowl and like find a recipe that makes your smoothie bowl taste like ice cream. Like I have that
Yeah.
every day for breakfast and I love it. Or like just changing small foods that you love and just incorporating healthier foods and like little foods like that you love just into your diet.
So would that be some way for me? So if I'm craving something that I haven't had for a while, what could be a way that I could, not crave it and incorporate something else?
So, definitely just finding things to replace it. So, like, let's say you want ice cream, but you don't want a smoothie bowl.
Hmm.
Just eating like yogurt with fresh berries, or I guess the more you start eating healthier, the more your body's gonna want to start craving. You're gonna start craving those
Yeah.
things. Like, for example, like I don't crave a chocolate bar. Like, I love chocolate, but I'm not like, ooh, a chocolate bar. Like, when I see bananas, I'm like, oh my God, I want a banana. Or
Yeah.
like just like things like that. I feel like it sounds a little funny, but it's just the way I am now. So it's just I think you will start to transition to adapt to that, I feel like.
Yeah, and you almost kind of forget the taste of things where you're used to everything.
Yeah, and you'll feel like the benefits, I swear, from eating the healthy foods that you'll just want to eat those things instead.
So
That's what I think, but I mean,
yeah, we have a question here. It says, "What are your go-to meals that you like to eat?"
thank you, Julia. My go-to meals are smoothie bowls for sure, or just like a smoothie. I love lentils. I just love like adding sauce to lentils or rice or like vegetables to lentils. I love bananas. Like when we go get bananas from the grocery store, I love bananas. Bananas with peanut butter,
Yeah.
oatmeal. I love tofu. Been getting pretty interesting with tofu lately.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How about, yeah, I've never had tofu before. I have to try that.
I feel like you have to cook it right, or almost like get it from a restaurant, or eat it from somebody that knows how to prepare it, and or like find a recipe. Because a lot of people just think they're eating it like straight out of the container or out of the package, and it's not good just out of the package.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So how has eating healthy changed your life?
Eating healthy has changed my life because I've done a lot of research like on the foods that I'm eating, and I've just been so interested in like nutrition. I'm not certified in anything, or I would love to
Hmm.
be like in the future, but just from my own personal experience, like I said before, just eating healthier and my body like craves those things. And I've been doing research and like finding out that every 21 days your body makes cells from the food you eat. Like I just want to be my food.
Yeah.
Like I want to have the healthy benefits from my foods. So yeah.
Hmm. And has it changed your attitude at all, or do you have a better outlook
Oh
on
yeah.
life?
Back to the question. Yes. It's
No, no
made
worries.
me it's made me definitely, I just feel more energized. I just feel better. I feel more confident. It's just changed my life because I just feel simply better. Like I've never been, I guess because people bother me so much about like where I'm getting my protein from, I make sure I
Hmm.
get a lot of plant protein. I am physically the strongest I've ever been in my life. Like I have more muscle mass on my body now than like I've ever had before. Like I'm not honcho
Hmm.
muscle man or anything, but just more
Yeah.
muscle now than before. And I just feel better. Yeah.
Yeah, Megan says it's there's so many benefits to healthy lifestyle, and it's just taking that first step, right?
Yeah.
What would you say would be the first steps to improving your health?
The first steps to improving your health would be definitely jumping on to doing research. I feel like
Hmm.
from professionals, you'll receive a lot of information and kind of like what I said before, incorporating healthy foods into your diet. So when you go to the grocery store, I know we all love a type of fruit and vegetable, just like incorporating that into your diet. Maybe instead of getting Doritos, if that's on your grocery list, maybe try to substitute it for like chips and salsa, like a healthier choice.
Yeah.
And like getting creative with your food for sure. Meal prepping would definitely help you a lot because it is very time consuming to eat healthy because it takes time to cut up the vegetables, clean them, and lentils take time to cook and quinoa. So if you can meal prep, that would help you a lot. That's helped me a lot.
Yeah. So Megan has a question here. She says, what support do new people interested in veganism have in our community?
Hey Megan. We actually have a Facebook group. It's called Vegans of Windsor. So you can go on there and there's even like Facebook groups for like vegan for beginners. And I know Megan, she has vegan potlucks that I've attended and they're pretty awesome. And it's just really nice to hang out with other people. Like
Hmm.
going vegan, I thought I was the only one like around here in Windsor, Essex that was vegan. But finding groups and finding other people has been so nice to know that other people are in this lifestyle as well and they agree with you and like the health benefits and they just feel so much better and they can relate as
Yeah.
well.
It's great that you have that support group, right?
Yeah,
Especially if there's something you're struggling with to go to that group and have that advice. It's awesome.
yeah. Hey,
Devin,
Devin.
Devin says he's a big fan.
The original vegan. Thank you.
So for people watching, whether they want to go vegan or they want to maybe vegetarian or they just want to improve their eating habits in general, what would be some advice that you could give them?
Definitely meal prepping, research. Talk to other people. Like if you want to reach out to me, I'd be more than happy
Yeah.
to help anyone or talk to anybody about it. Joining like local groups like Vegans of Windsor on Facebook. It's such a small portion, but it's nice to like ask questions to them. And I feel like diehard vegans want to help anybody transition to a plant-based diet or reaching out to local health coaches or people like that that see the benefits and they want to help you as well. And like getting
So
inspiration from like Instagrams,
yeah,
Facebook, Pinterest. Yeah,
who are some people that you follow on like social media that have been giving you pretty great advice?
for sure. So I follow I know the account names. The Mindful Blonde.
Okay.
She a lot. She's a holistic coach,
Okay.
nutritionist. Yes, and I love her page. And then I love just like the Vegans of Windsor Facebook. I don't know the people's names, but just like seeing people posting all the time, like just
Yeah.
it's good. And local vegan restaurant owners in Windsor, Essex County, they post things too. So that's really nice as well to
Mhm.
hear from them and see things from them.
So with your page, and I know you just got certified as a yoga teacher, so congrats on that. That's awesome.
So,
It's great to see that you're doing things during quarantine and trying to stay busy.
yeah,
What would be some of your goals, whether it be for your page, your health, yoga? Just what are some of your goals in the next little bit?
for sure. So I'm going to school at the university right now. I'm in my third year and I'm studying communications, media, and psychology. But I would love to maybe after when I'm done school do like a holistic wellness coach
Hmm.
certification. I would love to help people that have like a not a very healthy relationship with food or people with eating disorders or people that
Yeah.
want to transition to like a plant-based diet or I just kind of want to like I'm so passionate about it, I just want to kind of speak about wellness and health and like the plant-based diet and like the benefits. I would love to just kind of network with people around the community with my page and just like interact with people and just build relationships and friendships. And my dream goal would to be one day to have my own like brand, like a lifestyle brand. So
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be really fun, like if this page grew or something about something like that. And my yoga goals would to be just to teach anywhere, just to
Hmm.
teach people. It'd be fun to do like private lessons or maybe even yoga for kids or something like that.
Yeah, I've been seeing so many different people doing yoga like online right now, like a live
Yeah,
stream in the morning.
yes. I feel like a lot of people are getting into yoga now and finding little hidden loves for things now and like at home workouts too. Yeah.
Would your I know you talked about a clothing like a lifestyle clothing. Would it be vegan?
A lifestyle brand.
Okay.
If clothing could come in, that'd be really cool, and I would love to have a vegan clothing line. That'd be really cool. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you mean by like a lifestyle brand?
So I don't know if you ever heard of like the company called like The Goop. It's just like a group of people that talk about like wellness, health, and like they like have podcasts, and they just try to like make people's lives better. And I don't really know how to explain it, but just like a brand talking about life. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so like just life in general, advice, tips and tricks, how to better yourself.
Yeah, like if you look up The Goop, it's by Gwyneth Paltrow. It's like a brand she made up, or just like something like that. I just want to help people. I like helping. So
No, that's great. For anyone watching, if you have any questions for Hope, let me know. Comment it below. She knows a lot about eating healthy, staying active. So she'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Hi, Jackie. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, this is awesome. I hope everyone who's watching is doing well, and I appreciate everyone joining. And hopefully today's talk with Hope inspired you to do a better eating habit. I think that's important, especially now. Our eating habits, they can fluctuate since we're being in quarantine. So I think that's important that we stick on that healthy eating habits, especially during we're stuck at home, right? So finding, like, for me, like, I'm sick and tired of like cooking every night, right? But it's definitely something important, and if I can incorporate some type of healthy meal, it's even better. So check out her page, Local Plant Eater. She's posting like really good food all the time. I'm like get hungry every time I'm looking at it.
I love it.
But yes, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your help, and for people watching. I really think you inspired them. So be sure to check out Local Plant Eater, and she also has a blog on Biz X, so check that out as well.
Check that out. And if anyone has any questions, like anytime about like a plant-based diet, or just wants to talk about anything, I'd be more than happy to chat.
Awesome. Thank you for joining me, Hope, and we'll talk soon.
Bye. Thank you. See you.